Today I'm going to be answering the question, how do you stop your parents from pressuring you into marriage? Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Brian back at you with another video where my goal is to mentor you to a rewarding career and to help you create a life you're proud of. And if this is your first time here, know that I'm here to help young adults as well as not young adults in this endeavor. And if you have a question that you want me to answer, I offer free mentoring, free advice by way of these YouTube videos. So this question is relatively short and it comes from Jared, and he asks, Brian, consciously enough, how would you tell your parents not to pressure you into marriage? Really good question. I've got 4 tips. So number 4, and that is to have canned responses at the ready. I mean, you're probably going to get bombarded with questions from your family, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your friends, your coworkers, your boss, jokingly, but kind of not jokingly about, hey, Jared, when are you going to get married, man? Like, you're getting up there, or what's something along those lines. Well, I'm sure your parents ask you in a very different way than, say, your coworkers, but you can probably think of all the different scenarios of how they are asking you so that you can kind of rehearse and think of what you want to say. I think that really helps prepare you for that type of situation. And at the same time, it's important to make sure that your canned responses are funny, they're humorous, they're witty, so that people will just leave you alone. They kind of like, they want to give you a hard time. They get it, you know, and at the same time, you're not showing that it's affecting you in any way. You just joke it off. Everyone just goes back to their normal self. Nothing's awkward. And now if someone does tend to push you more, try to push that button and try to annoy you a little bit more when it comes to a pretty personal topic such as marriage, it's always important to just stay cool. Just think like James Bond, that you're able to just let it bounce off you like nothing happened, and that you can also come back with something witty, something humorous, and at the same time, it's not offensive, but the other person gets the point, and you always stay cool, calm, and collected, and with a smile. Like, it means nothing to you when they ask these questions. The third tip, and that is to always have a game plan for yourself. Don't lie to yourself and think that you're always going to be single for the rest of your life, especially if you do want to get married. It's just not the right time. That's fine. That's okay. You know, you don't have to get married when you're 20 or 25 or whatever the age is that you think is the right age to get married. You want to get married on your own time with the right person. And it's important to invest the time to get to know yourself. That takes investment. That takes selection. That takes time for you to do that. So be honest with yourself. If you do want to get married, that's okay. Don't lie to yourself and just say, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I'm going to be a bachelor for the rest of my life. I'm going to be a spinster for the rest of my life. Be true to yourself, but at the same time, have a game plan. Make sure that you understand, okay, what investments do I need to do? Do I need to like tackle my social anxiety? Do I need to know how to talk to women? Do I need to just get in better shape just so I can build that confidence for myself? Whatever it is, have a plan to go do that. And speaking of that, guys, if you are interested, I do offer a course on how to date like a gentleman. I am not a pickup artist. This is not a pickup artist course. It's just about taking traditional dating principles and updating that and modernizing it that to today's world. We do not take a douchey approach. It's just about being a gentleman, being straightforward. It's just about having integrity, not being manipulative, being upfront, being selective, having a thriving dating life as a result. Guys, this is a live one-on-one session tailored to you. Yes, we go through specific topics, but I really want to make sure that these are specifically tailored to your challenges, to your specific situation. So if you are interested, have a card above as well as a link in the description down below. Tip number 2 depends on your scenarios. First of all, Jared, if you are not dating, it's important to start that process, right? Start getting your dating life up and running and making sure it's thriving. But if you are dating people right now and you just haven't found the right one, that's okay. The second tip is about showing people about your dating life. Show them that you are having a thriving dating life, and then they'll back off, right? Like, they'll see that you're out there, you're sociable, you're very popular, that you're not a hermit, right? That they'll back off. But again, if you are at home, you're playing video games, you're stuck in the basement, you don't really have much of a social life, that's okay. It's about now doing what you need to do, about investing in yourself, making yourself better, going out there and actually creating that social network so that you are taking the right steps to having that great social life or great dating life. And once you have that, again, people are going to back off on the question of trying to pressure you into marriage. And finally, tip number 1, and that is to live an amazing life yourself. Create the life that you want. Make sure that you are out there. You do have a great career, that you do go on vacations, that you are celebrating, keeping yourself happy, that you do have a great social network, a great circle of friends that you can hang out with. Once you create an entire life, you are successful across those different areas of your life, people aren't going to pressure you into marriage, right? They're going to see that, okay, Jared's actually doing pretty well for himself. Yeah, he's not married yet. And yeah, maybe I'll ask the question, but for the most part, they're going to be happy for you. And at the end of the day, that's really what matters. And if you don't find someone till you're 50 or later, as long as you've been living a great life up to that point, I mean, life's going to be good. What's there to complain about, right? People are going to poke around and ask you that question, but at the same time, once you're living a great life and people can see it, people understand and have that perception of you, they're just going to ask maybe a little bit, but then at the end of the day, you know, they know that you're having a great life and probably better than theirs, and they're just going to leave you alone as a result. So there you go, Jared. I hope these tips helped you. And ladies, if you are watching this, some of these tips can translate over to you. Know that there is no real time frame for you. I mean, to find the right person. This is my own philosophy. I'd rather wait till I'm 40, 50, whatever the time it takes in order to find the right person, so that I will have an even better life or more amazing and thriving life after with that other person, with that partner. That meant me being single for longer or for a really long time, so be it, because my single life was also very, very good. My career was doing well. My social life was doing well. I was going out on the weekends. I was meeting new people. I had great family support already. They're not pressuring you to get married. Yeah, they may wonder, but they're going to leave you alone. So guys, that's it. Thank you so much for the question. Really good one. And if you have a question that you want me to answer in a future video, go to my website, 101mentoring.com. There's a link there that says submit your question. Just click on it and it'll take you to the page to enter all your details, and I'll answer in a video just like this. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.